Hello, I'm Dawn Regier, and I'm running for the Governor of Oregon in 2026 as the Oregon Progressive Party candidate. You can find me on my website, dawnregier.us. That's DAWNREGIER.us. Because our economy should work for the people who live here, not for Wall Street banks that don't. Instead, a public state bank is an institution that requires state agencies to deposit their funds and then provide funds in partnership with credit unions and small local banks to projects to benefit the people of a state, city, or county. Right now, billions of Oregonians' public dollars flow through private financial institutions whose primary obligation is profit, not the public good. That's backwards. Oregon could save $1 billion alone a year with a public state bank based on the research Chris Henry did for his last voter's pamphlet statement in his run for the state treasurer. It's time for Oregon to create a state public bank, a bank owned by the people of Oregon, accountable to the people of Oregon. When private banks control our public money, we lose democratic control over how that money is used. Decisions get made based on short-term profits instead of long-term community needs of Wall Street. Too big to fail banks after short-term profits. That means higher borrowing costs for public services, less investment in rural and underserved communities, and enormous financial power concentrated in institutions that are too big to fail and too big to care. This public state bank would not be another Wall Street bank, but would be working for Oregonians. A public state bank would hold public funds from Oregon state agencies and reinvest them right back into our communities in partnership with credit unions and small local community banks. A state public bank would not be a retail bank. For real banking services like individual checking services, it would be recommended that people work with their local credit unions or small local community banks. As a progressive and green-aligned candidate, I believe public money should serve the public. A state bank is about economic democracy. It's about local resilience, and it's about breaking the cycle where taxpayers shoulder the risk while private banks take the rewards. A public bank would not hold Oregonians. A public state bank would hold Oregonians, build funds, and reinvest them right back in our communities. That means lower cost financing for infrastructure, housing, and schools, stronger support for local banks and credit unions, not replacing them, but partnering with them, affordable capital for small businesses, farmers, cooperatives, stable funding for climate and environmental projects without relying on Wall Street speculation. Instead of sending interest payments out of state, we keep that value right here in Oregon. A state bank helps us fund the future we actually want: clean energy, public transportation, wildfire resilience, and affordable housing without raising taxes or cutting essential services. It gives us the financial tools to act boldly on climate security and economic justice, and it protects Oregon from financial shocks by keeping our money in transparent, public, accountable institutions. This bank would be governed openly, with storm oversight, ethical lending standards, and a clear mandate to serve the public interest, not corporate shareholders. Because democracy shouldn't stop at the ballot box, it should extend to our economic systems too. Oregon has the talent, the resources, and the vision to lead, but only if we take control of our money. A public state bank is not radical, it's practical, it's responsible, and it's overdue. I am Dawn Regier, and I'm running for the Oregon Progressive Party candidate as governor in 2026. You can find my website at dawnregier.us. That's DAWNREGIER.us.